it's me again. This time I have a short video going over the 8 parts of speech. Yesterday we worked on nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. That leaves 4 more. So one of the ones we didn't get to yesterday were pronouns. And nouns, pronouns, and adjectives are kind of like a big team working together, okay? Because nouns are people, places, or things, whether those are proper nouns with capitals at the beginning, like Scotland, or common nouns like team here that doesn't start with a capital. So when we have nouns, we also have pronouns. Pronouns replace a noun so that we don't keep saying the same name over and over again. It would sound a little silly if we just kept using people's names all the time instead of replacing it with he, she, they, we. Those words are important in our language because we don't want to sound so repetitive all the time. So Evan is hungry. He wants to eat dinner soon makes more sense than Evan is hungry. Evan wants to eat dinner soon. That just sounds a little kind of cavemanish. So then we have adjectives, which are also on the team with nouns because they describe or modify or give more information about a noun or a pronoun. So some examples are words that tell us size, color, disposition, things like giant, happy, purple, young, lazy, cold, beautiful. So Megan held the tiny orange kitten. So that kitten could have just as easily been huge and black, but we know it's tiny and orange, and that makes a specific picture in our brains. Adjectives are one of those great words that can really paint a picture in your brain. And then our other team is verbs and adverbs. Verbs show action or a state of being. Examples of verbs are things like go, snore, run, eat, play, live, walk. Jeremy skipped down the hallway. I wonder if it will rain today. All of these are actions. So when you kind of look at a sentence and see what the subject is doing, that's usually the verb. And a lot of times the verb will come right after the noun that is the subject. And then adverbs describe or modify the verb, an adjective, or another adverb. It usually tells how often something happens, where or when it happens, and a lot of times they'll end in ly, like slowly, quietly, sharply, weakly. But we have some other words that are also adverbs, like always, never, really, and very are also adverbs because they usually describe another word, like a verb or an adverb or an adjective. And then that just leaves these 3 little guys. You're going to do an ed puzzle about these 3 today, and hopefully you'll do awesome on it. But the first one's prepositions. It shows kind of the relationship of a noun to a different word. So it can indicate a time, a place, or just a relationship. Like our example says, I left my homework on the bus. The gas station is near the grocery store. So these kinds of words tell us where something happens or how it happens in relation to another thing. So a lot of times when I teach this, I use a chair and a student's foot. And I will say, I want your foot under the chair. I want your foot on the chair. I want your foot beside the chair. All those words, beside, on, under, are prepositions because they tell us where the foot is in relationship to that chair. Another one of our shun parts of speech is a conjunction. And conjunction, junction, what's your function? The function of a conjunction is to connect something, to join some words, ideas, or phrases together in a sentence. So these are our fanboy words: for, and, or, but, yet, so. Also, because is a conjunction, and so is unless, so are if. But the ones we're usually going to see are those fanboy words that connect to thoughts, two phrases or just two words. So, and is probably the conjunction we'll see the most. And then our last part of speech are interjections. So these are really fun because they express emotion. And we always see interjections at the beginning of a sentence. So looking at our example, we have, phew, I passed my English test. So that's kind of an expression of relief if you say, phew. Oh, you should have seen the rainbow. Anytime we see oh at the beginning of a sentence, that's an interjection. So it's ouch, wow, well, ew, like we're grossed out, or oops. These are all great interjections. So today you're going to do an Edpuzzle going over these last three, and you're also going to do an Edpuzzle going over all of the parts of speech. Learn them. Redo those Edpuzzles if you need to, because there's going to be a Kahoot this week, and you want to do awesome on it. So the better you do today, the better you'll do on the Kahoot. I guarantee it. I will talk to you soon. I can't wait to see how you do. Bye.